Next, tragedy strikes, accidents happen. Be there when the calls come in. It's back-to-back episodes of Rescue 911. Next, on Discovery Health Channel.
This is 911. Do you have an emergency?
Today on Rescue 911, a father comes home and goes into diabetic shock.
Daddy!
His little girl may be his only chance for survival.
I have help on the way, but don't hang up.
On Rescue 911.
On June 10th, 1992, in Federal Way, Washington, 6-year-old Samantha Barth had been looking forward all day to spending the afternoon with her father. But on that day, the time she thought that they'd spend together did not turn out as she had hoped.
My daddy picked me up from the daycare, and he was driving fast, and he was going on lanes that he wasn't supposed to be on. When we got home, he was just sitting in the car. Dad, come on. I had to get out and pull him out. You alright?
Yeah.
I didn't know what was happening to Daddy, and he was acting real weird. Daddy, I think it's time for something to eat. Sometimes my daddy has problems with his blood sugar. He's diabetic, so I thought I should get him something to eat. Go get you something to eat. I climbed up on the chair to get the oranges and the chips. I thought about honey, but I said no, it's too much of a mess. Daddy, I tried giving him an orange.
Oh, honey, I don't like one.
But he wouldn't eat it. He said he didn't like them, but he really does. Dad, you're sweaty. My mommy told me that he always got to check his wrist to see if he's sweaty or not. If he's sweaty, he's either low or high. And so I just had to save his life.
Fire Department Medic 1, address of the problem?
Huh?
Fire Department Medic 1, what is the address?
Hi, my address, I gotta go outside for my address, okay?
That's okay, hon. Is it from where you're calling?
I'm at my house.
Okay, and that's where the problem is?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I think my daddy's low. He's a diabetic.
You think he's low?
Federal Way Fire Dispatcher Pat Everett took the call.
When she told me that she thought her daddy was low, that he's a diabetic, the first thing I was thinking was, I hope he's not truly unconscious and that this man needs CPR.
Is he awake?
No.
He's not awake?
No.
How old are you?
I'm 6.5.
You're 6.5. Are you there by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you go over there and shake your daddy and see if he'll wake up?
Fuel.
9.6. You go
9.6,
shake him.
okay.
I have help on the way, but don't hang up.
Rescue units were immediately dispatched, including King County paramedic Chris Merritt.
Insulin shock can rapidly progress to complete coma, and if there's not sugar administered orally or intravenously, the patient will die.
Shake him hard.
Okay.
Okay, you go do that and come back to the phone.
Okay. It's scary being all alone with your daddy and nobody with you when he's low on sugar.
Sometimes babies just can't wait to be born, even if it's under the most bizarre circumstances. Don't miss an all-new episode of the hit series Amazing Births tonight on Discovery Health Channel.
Friday, a woman's ATV flips over and pins her to the ground. A man overdoses on drugs. The staff at Pittsburgh's Allegheny Hospital is always on call. Watch Trauma, Life in the ER. Friday on Discovery Health Channel.
Dad!
information to the medic unit's en route as another dispatcher took over the call.
Come over.
Okay, Samantha,
What?
listen carefully now. The 8 car is on the way over there already.
You guys be here until my mom gets home. I'm real scared.
They'll be right there to see you, okay? You did a good job, honey.
Are you glad I called you now? Can I call my mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Within 3 minutes of the call, the first rescue units arrived on the scene.
When the medics came, I was hoping they would make him feel better.
Lieutenant Robert Stinnett, an EMT, took charge.
When we arrived at the scene, it was just at the point where he was going to start to be more critical.
We're going to give him some glucose right now. Thanks. Okay, Nels, we're going to put some glucose in your mouth. Can you hear me all right? Okay, open your mouth, all right?
He was able to take a little bit of that, but obviously he was still too far out that he needed more medical attention than that.
Moments later, the advanced life support unit arrived.
Hi, this is Nels.
We knew what the problem was, but we needed to confirm it.
This is down pretty low.
We found his blood sugar to be at 20, which is extremely low, dangerously low, in fact. A normal blood sugar is about 120.
Nels, we're going to give you some medicine through your vein here.
So we administered 2 doses of D50W, which is a highly concentrated sugar solution.
Waking up at all there, buddy? Nels, waking up? How you doing, buddy?
And within just minutes, he was alert and oriented and thanking us for waking him up.
We gotta get you some food so we can get your sugar up.
Yeah. The problem I had that day definitely threw me for a loop. I knew there was something wrong, but I had mistaken having low blood sugar for just being fatigued and tired.
Samantha was just fabulous. She saw that Daddy was in an obvious diabetic state. He was having a crisis. She assessed the situation and took immediate action. She's 6.5 years old. She's 1 in a million.
They fixed them all up, and then it was all over with. And I laid down on the couch, and I went to sleep, and then Mommy came home.
The fire department later presented Samantha with an award for saving her father's life.
To think that a 6-year-old can pick up a phone and dial 911 and be able to explain the symptoms of a disease, I think is amazing. I'm very proud of Samantha. Here we are, look at them. They're out of the water. Over here, hon. You can see better.
I'm surprised that Samantha reacted the way she did and obviously relieved.
It is.
I think pride in my daughter is almost an understatement there.
Just because they're children doesn't mean that they cannot react in the face of an emergency. They're a lot more receptive than we think they are, and we don't give them enough credit.
I'm happier than anything in the whole entire world because I saved my daddy's life, and I love him infinity.